YTBC, what's the deal? So, some good news from the Deontay Wilder camp. I will leave this article on Boxing Scene so you can read it yourself and come to your own surmise about this. But the heading just says Wilder's manager says there's no issue going to Russia for Povetkin. We know Ryabinski and Team Povetkin, they outbidded Deontay Wilder's side with the $7 million for the promotional rights for the bout, and DeBella put in his 5.1 million, which wasn't enough. So both fighters are getting more money. We know that 90% of the purse will be split up 70-30, 70% going to the champion, a little bit more if he goes to Russia, and then we know 10% of the purse, the overall purse bid is in an escrow account, and that 10% will go to the winner. So there is a incentive here, and I like that because it puts more pressure on the fighter, man. I want to go out there and prove themselves, but these two guys want to prove themselves. It didn't matter if it was 10% escrow on the line or not. I mean, both of these guys want to be that WBC champion. Both of these guys have a lot of pride, despite what the fans say, whether you're pro Wilder or pro Povetkin. Both of these dudes want the fight, and they're coming to win. But let me just read a quick quote from this article. Okay, he says, now this is according to Jay Diaz, his trainer, the co-trainer and manager of Wilder. He says Deontay was in Russia several times when he fought as an amateur. For him, it's not a problem to come to Russia to fight. Povetkin is a very tough and strong. We are preparing for it, and Deontay is 100% confident of winning. All right. So we know that Ryabinski, when they won the purse bid on the 26th, from that day forward, they had 14 days to decide if the fight would take place in the United States or Russia. Most likely it's going to be Russia, because that's why I believe these negotiations even went to a purse bid, because they really couldn't decide on the location of the fight. We knew that Deontay was going to get the lion's share regardless, because he's the defending champion of the WBC. So I don't think it was ever about money. I think it was just about location, location, location. All right. Now him going to Russia is going to be interesting. I believe that Evgeny Romanov fight was in Russia, the one where Deontay Wilder lost. And I know some of you pro Deontay Wilder fans do not want to hear about that amateur loss. And yes, it was about 2007, 2008, but it was still a loss, and it was still a punch that I think he can still be hit with effectively. But Deontay Wilder is a different fighter since 2008. I'm not going to go there. I do think he's a lot more improved, and he's a better fighter. But I believe it was the Evgeny Romanov fight. I believe that fight was in Russia. I believe that's who he was fighting. When he got hit with those right hands, he was getting tagged in that fight, Wilder was. But so I wonder if Povetkin will try to use some of the tactics from Romanov. But I guess we'll see. Deontay is a lot better since those days. But I believe that fight was in Russia, though, if I'm not mistaken. But as far as these as far as the story goes for this, I'm glad that Team Wilder has came out and said something. And I know a lot of you fans, for whatever reason, you still don't think this fight's going to happen. So I guess some of you guys will be more at ease when the contracts actually get signed. But trust me, y'all, this is going to happen, man. Like, I don't think they'll get this far to say, okay, we don't want to fight. I mean, his team has came out and said there's no issues. We know who won the purse bid. This fight's going to happen. But just reading the comments here on Boxing Scene, reading under this article, there's still some fans. I'm reading the comments, and they still don't think it's going to happen. It's like, man, like, wow. So I can't get mad at some people, man, because I had these same feelings with Pacquiao and Mayweather. I never thought it was going to happen. Even when it was signed and they met at the basketball game, I still didn't think it was going to happen. But, so I can't really blame you guys. But this is a different circumstance as far as this fight goes. This fight hasn't lingered for fucking, 6 years, so on and so forth. But this is going to happen, man. Just, it's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen before May 26th or somewhere around there. But it's good to hear from Wilder's side, though. Just getting this out there. YTBC. I'm out.